Juniors, juniors, juniors. Calling all juniors. Hey, if you want to make a difference in students' lives at the high school, at the middle school, at the elementary, we've got an opportunity for you. It's this time of year again. We're going to do this. These are our Got Character, Pirates Got Character nominations from last year. These students were selected by staff members last year because they exhibit these traits that you see: respect, cooperation, honesty, self-control, perseverance, integrity, pride, responsibility, individuality, compassion, citizenship, self-confidence. If you see yourself in that world, come be a part of it. Last year they're selected by staff members. This year it's up to you. You can self-select. If you feel like you want to take a pledge that says, I'm going to be alcohol and drug-free for my entire high school career, for my entire senior year, I want to go down, I want to talk to elementary students about the consequences of alcohol and tobacco and drugs. I want to talk to middle school students, and I want to give them a card that has my name on it and has my biographical information on the back of it, and tells those students what I'm interested in and why I'm here is because I'm drug-free and alcohol-free. Come join this. If you feel like you can make that pledge, if you feel like that's something you want to be a part of, I can't wait to see your application come through. I sent every junior one of these guys right here. This is an application and a pledge form to be part of this program. So these guys are due by April 18th. They've been coming in. Turn them in the front office. There's a folder in there. They're coming directly to me. We'll take all those applications and go through them. And I'm really excited about where this program has went to. Before, we just selected students and they hung us pictures on the wall and that was it. Not anymore. Once you select to take this pledge, you're going to make a difference in elementary students at Compass and at Segrist, down at Berry, middle school, everywhere throughout our campus. So we're pretty excited about it. Come be a part of it. Second thing, our counseling center is hosting Lunch and Learns. And basically what that means is during your lunch shift, we've got certain careers that are going to come visit us. And this month actually is going to be the medical and healthcare career field. And so if you're interested in maybe being an RN, or you're interested in learning about the area health education centers, or senior marketing and communication consultant for Mosaic Healthcare, anything in the health world, if you feel like that's something you want to do someday, come eat lunch with us. And so they're going to have 3 professionals that we come into the conference room, bring your lunch in, and we'll talk to those folks and just kind of pick their brain about what their life is in that career. No better way to learn than to talk to them. So the RSVP for that is due today. So get into the counseling center. Miss Yark will be able to point you in the direction. I think it's just like a quick Google website that you go RSVP for. So simple piece of cake, but a really cool opportunity that's going to be hosted out of our counseling center. Man, I don't know what else to talk about today. This was pretty off the cuff, pretty impromptu, but all kinds of cool things going out there with soccer, music, district contests. Just come back with their solos and small groups on Saturday. They killed it, like 60-some ones. I don't know, remember 31 ones and 39 ones. I don't know, lots of ones, lots of state qualifiers, which is awesome. Soccer's doing well. Baseball's out there rolling. Track and field had their first track meets, the flight night, and the first track meets out there killing it. So guys, end of the year is coming to a close. Make great decisions, finish up everything that you need to do. Schoolwork, we only have 7 weeks left basically. So all I know is living the pirate life. A good one. Take care.
Good morning, Pirates, and welcome to PCTV News. I'm Lauren Leocardi.
And I'm Ava White.
So Ava, did you get a lot of sleep after prom?
I did. I don't know whether to say I went to bed early or I went to bed late.
Well, that doesn't really matter because you got an extra 7 hours of sleep from the hypnotist, right?
Yeah, that hypnosis was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. Juniors, another reminder that you will be taking the ACT, including the writing portion, on April 19th. Senior boys who are participating in the Mr. PC pageant, please turn in your permission slip forms into Mallory Stoner, Kennedy Knox, or Mr. Perkins by this Friday. FCA will be hosting an all-community worship night where everyone is invited to come at 7 p.m. on April 12th in the Wilson Auditorium. If you are interested in photography, there is a new challenge for you. It's called People of Pirate Nation. The challenge is to capture people in moments, activities, or events that show the Pirate Nation in some way. There will be winners announced in late April. For more information, contact Mrs. Stokes. And as always, check the counseling website for scholarship opportunities. Now let's send it over to Victoria for an update on sports and weather.
Thanks, Lauren. The girls' soccer team plays Kearney tonight at 6:30 and tomorrow at Belton. Wish them good luck. Half the track team went to the Staley Relays and the other half went to the home at Flight Night. The 4x800 relay team won first place at Staley, so congrats to Nick Bustrom, Keegan Cordova, Hunter Long, and Jared Maxudian. At the home meet, the throwers relay eked out a close win. The men's golf team had a match yesterday at Grain Valley and placed second. Coach Short commented, "We are on the verge of having some breakout performances by the players. If we could eliminate a few of the missed hits and capitalize on our good shots, then we will be in contention for top honors at the end of the year tournaments." The baseball team beat Raytown South on Thursday 7-0. They fell twice to St. Joe Central on Saturday in their doubleheader, 7-4 and 5-4, and they beat Belton 3-2 in 8 innings last night. They have a tourney tomorrow at Smith Cotton High School. The boys' tennis team fell to Winnetonka Thursday night 3-4, and they beat Grandview last night 9-0. They play tomorrow night versus North Kansas City. And now for the weather. The high today will be partly cloudy with a high of 74. Tonight there will be a low of 51 with some thunderstorms, and tomorrow there will be some clouds with a high of 62. That's all for sports and weather. Back to you, Ava.
Thanks, Victoria. There is an event called Lunch and Learn coming Friday, April 8th for those of you who are interested in a career in the medical field. Bring your lunch to the library conference room during your lunch shift on April 8th and listen to guest speakers share about their careers and experiences. Seniors, Jostens will be back April 12th to deliver cap and gown orders in case you haven't picked yours up yet. The deadline to turn in your application for Character Council has been extended to tomorrow, so make sure you get that turned in. An event called Your World Empowered is coming Wednesday, April 20th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Burns and McDonald's World Headquarters. This event will help students explore the possibilities of a career in engineering, architecture, drafting, environmental science, or construction management. Now let's wish a happy birthday to all those who are celebrating these next few days.
Happy birthday to Jake Tomlinson, Gage Greher, Evan Edwards, Cesar Garcia Delgado, and Gavin Schmidt.
Now it's time for the world news.
The Powerpuff Girls returned to Cartoon Network last night after 11 years. The 90s cartoon show about 3 crime-fighting sisters who protect the civilians of Townsville will play a new episode every night at 6 p.m. until April 15th, and then will start to play only on Thursdays after April 21st.
Last night was a huge night in collegiate basketball, with North Carolina and Villanova going head-to-head in the NCAA championship game. There was no clear dominant team throughout the game. A buzzer-beater shot is what determined the winner. The last 90 seconds of this game will be remembered as the best national championship game ever. Villanova won with 0.4 seconds left to go. Such an exciting game to watch.
Today, the Wisconsin primary will be held. For the Democratic side, Bernie Sanders is hoping for a win over frontrunner Hillary Clinton, and for the Republican side, Donald Trump is trailing behind Ted Cruz since Cruz has Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker's endorsement.
Residents in Ferguson, Missouri will vote today on 2 tax increases on funding for the police department, stemming from the murder of Mike Brown. The mayor of Ferguson says that failure to pass these tax increases would result in pay cuts and police layoffs. But something tells me that the citizens of Ferguson wouldn't mind that too much.
Yesterday, Democratic California Governor Jerry Brown signed a measure that will boost the minimum wage in the state from $10 to $15 an hour by 2022, a measure that New York is also on its way to take as well.
Winter is refusing to leave some parts of the U.S. alone. Wintry precipitation is expected today for portions of the upper Midwest and upper Great Lakes. Snow has been covering the streets of New York and causing a lot of accidents. Luckily for Missouri, we're going to be having fairly nice weather this week.
We're continuing our partnership with the ReDream Project. You can see more and share your American dream at redreamproject.org.
After the broadcast, we'll be showing how Jamal McKee lost his job and his house, but this aspiring web series creator senses his big break is coming.
That's all we have for you today, Pirates.
Thanks for watching PCTV News,
and have a great day.
The American dream is have the picket fence, the gated community, the 2.5 kids, the beautiful wife. For years, I thought that was my dream. I think now that as I'm getting older and I want to forge a path and do things my own way, I don't think that's necessarily the American dream. I think it's when you're able to play the game by your rules and you're able to make the rules, I think that's what the American dream represents, when you get to call the shots in life. My name is Jamal McKee. I am an aspiring filmmaker, screenwriter, actor, and producer. Full-time, I work as a client relations specialist. So basically, I answer the phone for anyone who's looking for a residency after medical school. And on top of that, I'm a part-time Uber driver. I'm from the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, specifically Fort Washington, Maryland. I was always raised by a single mother. My father actually never acknowledged me, but my mom has always been there. She's been the breadwinner, the provider, just about everything in my life that I needed. At 36, she purchased her first home, and because of that, I saw what she did and saw the happiness that she had as a homeowner, and I purchased the home at 26. In 2010, I was working with the University of Maryland, and I lost my job due to budget cuts, and I was out of work for 4 years. I tried to hold on to the house for as long as I could. My mom didn't go out and realize her dream, so I don't think she spoke to me as far as go realize your dreams. I had to be selfish in a way and realize my dreams and go after them. The moment for me where I really wanted to follow my dream after undergrad and I was working a 9 to 5 every day, I said, it has to be something more than what's being given to me every day. That it can't be like this for the next 30 to 35 years. If anybody was responsible for me doing something else than what I was currently doing, it's me. So I always felt that I was a great writer. I felt that I had a very vivid imagination and that I could really not only be a screenwriter, but be a successful screenwriter where people would enjoy the work that I was doing. I put in a plan to write about my own life, so I started a web series. The web series is about my dating life, and I got some friends together that had expertise in filmmaking to help me out with my project, and we're working towards that every week, every day. Action.
What happened?
I just can't win with you, Kevin. Making a film is probably the most interesting thing I've ever done in my life, and I say that because I had no idea of what goes on behind the scenes. I could only tell you what I saw on TV. You have every avenue to make it nowadays. I probably would have said 15 years ago it may have been more of a struggle to break into Hollywood, but I think social media is, that great connector. The internet being more prevalent, those who could never get a seat at the table, African Americans, minorities, and struggling actors can honestly be seen in a light that they haven't been able to be seen in before. What is the dream for me? Maybe standing up there with an Oscar for a Best Original Screenplay. But that really takes a back seat to more of being able to call my own shots. That to me is that success. I'm willing to do anything that must be done to fulfill that dream, and I'm saying that I think I've been at the bottom. I didn't work for 4 years, I lost my house. I believe at this moment I have nothing to lose, and when you have nothing to lose, you're at your hungriest. You're at your most creative. You're really willing to sacrifice all. I don't have anything. I don't mind not having anything, but not having anything, I'm at my happiest. I'm at my freest. I'm at my most creative peak that I've ever been. And I believe by struggling and not having much that I can only ascend. The American dream definitely still exists, but I believe that you may have to reshape what's always been the American dream. I think that you have to create your own American dream. It's out there, but you have to go get it. You can't wait for anyone to give it to you.
What dreams do you chase? Share your dream at redreamproject.org. Redream is presented through the generous support of ThinkShift, an initiative of the DeBruce Foundation.